down for you, and we'll look for the combinations within. You can see the snow line will show well to the north of us. We're right in that mix line right now with rain to the south. Rush hour tonight, AccuWeather says freezing rain and ice continue, very slippery, 26 degrees. And for tonight, the call from AccuWeather is more freezing rain and ice, but it's going to change over to snow. The key time now, when will it change over? Well, it'll start in the northwest and spread to the southeast, 9 to 11 p.m. for a start time to snow. Folks now to the shore won't see snow until about 4 o'clock in the morning. So more snow is on the way. Mr. Mark, we're far from being out of this stormy system.
Okay, Dave, we'll check back with you and AccuWeather on the hour, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and the big story on Action News at 5. All coming up. For now, I'm Mark Howard.
Heaven forbid.
A white Christmas, and this is a big storm heading your way. First of all, a brief look at one of the radars. We'll get back to this in a minute. I'd like to show you some of the scenes out of Philadelphia as the storm began to move in. In fact, around Philadelphia, we did see some of the snow already coming in, and what we will find is that maybe 12 inches of snow possible in the city. State of emergency was declared this morning, and the plows were able to get out on the streets, so that certainly did help. Well, heading farther to the west, we can see exactly where that storm center is. The storm is centered over Kentucky presently, with another low-pressure area likely to form off of the east coast of North Carolina. Plenty of snow with this one. Also, this is quite a large freezing rainstorm, so we can see exactly where that center of low pressure is. A few radars. First of all, will take you into the east, show you the magnitude of this storm. Snowing down in Boston, snowing in New York City. It's snowing in Philadelphia, but changes over to an icy mix around Baltimore. Farther to the south around Washington, you are probably going to escape the brunt of this storm, although around the back edge it may briefly change over. A few closer radars. First, we'll take you to the west and show you where the snow is right now. Then we'll show you where it's heading. This radar of Indiana and Ohio, you can see the heaviest of the snow just south of Indianapolis. Again, you reported to us near blizzard conditions, temperatures in the mid-20s with heavy snow falling. That heavy band of snow continues from Dayton to near Canton, Akron, also Youngstown, and now moving into northeast Pennsylvania. A quick close-up of one or two of these radars, then we'll head to New York. Looking into Indianapolis, the heavy band just south of the city, continuing to near Dayton. Next radar farther to the east continues to show the snow. In fact, around Cleveland, you've seen about 6.5 inches now on the ground. Heaviest of the snow is south of the city and now working its way into central Pennsylvania. In fact, north of Interstate 80 in Pennsylvania, you have seen a nice whopping 4 to 9 inches. Much more is certainly on the way, but as we focus in a little bit closer, not only do we see the snow, we see an icy mix, then eventually changing the rain mainly south of Washington, D.C. Snowing in Boston, snowing at New York. You can see the speckled appearance to our radar, which indicates that this is just the first shot of snow. We're looking for a more concentrated area of snow to come in later this evening and right on into tomorrow. In fact, this storm, as we do see it develop, is likely to produce over a foot of snow around New York City. Well, what has caused this snow, and how's this snow going to evolve with this storm? Some of the totals, looking at the Midwest, first of all, around Indianapolis, 5 inches. State College, Pennsylvania, the middle of Pennsylvania, 4 inches. New York City, 1, but at LaGuardia, you have reported now 2 inches of snow. Another view of our snow tally showing that the heaviest of the snow has continued across northern areas of Indiana. Again, that snow totaling around 4 to 8 inches, near 8 inches across north central Ohio, and now north of Interstate 80. Well, as we head on and look at the scenario, this is what has
This is going to get pretty ugly in time for the rush hour. Snowfall rates will be increasing, and as this big blob comes up around the cold air of New York and Bridgeport and on the island, we may very well see 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour as the rush hour ensues.
Critics call it the new feel-good hit of the season. It's hot and pulsing. It's warm and misty. A must experience for the entire family. The original shower massage, only by Teledyne Waterpick. If you only take 1 shower this year, this should be it.
This is going to happen to someone else, and now it's my sister.
Tell Jane to call Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
Isn't that where your mom was treated?
Yes. The doctors answer your questions and ask for your input, and they involve the patient in deciding which treatments are right.
I'm going to tell Jane to call Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
Please call today, 1-800-774-0944.
Witness firsthand the most active hurricane season in 62 years. Watch Hurricanes 95 Season on Edge, Christmas Day at 1 Eastern.
And now it's time for the Michelin Drivers Report, brought to you by Michelin and your participating Michelin.
Dry. Snow falling out by the islands of Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, southern Rhode Island, down around the Newport area, and snow falling as well down around southern Connecticut. Snow falling at a pretty good clip around Allentown, Philadelphia, New York, some sleet around the Philadelphia area. This is going to get a lot heavier, I think, over the next 4 to 5 hours as a big blob of moisture over Baltimore and now entering Harrisburg begins to slide off towards the northeast. So travel is definitely discouraged up on the New Jersey Turnpike and the Pennsylvania Pike. Snow all the way back on I-72, all the way back to east of Kansas City. St. Louis, you've had about 5 inches. Watch the snowy travel enveloping all of New York State and many parts of northern New England. This could be in South Florida.
Presenting the ultimate tire for your sport utility.